What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Now I want to begin today's lesson by adding some guidelines to help with the balance and symmetry of our drawing. We're going to start by sketching a line coming down the center of our page. Start at the very top. Just going to lightly and loosely work our way down towards the bottom. Now in the middle, draw another line going across from left to right. Now just on top of that center line, we're going to add in the eyes. We're going to move over towards the left. Let's sketch a circle going all the way around and then down towards the bottom. Now leave that same amount of gap on the right side and do the same thing, drawing that same size circle. Let's push the pupils towards the inside. Draw a small circle on the left and right. Let's go in between the eyes in the middle, angle the brow going up and out towards the left and right side, just going on top of the eyes. And then we'll fold the cheeks on top of the eyes, starting on the left, bend this in, and then down. Now in the center, we're going to draw an oval for the nose, going all the way around and then back up. And then from the bottom of the nose, let's add a curve going out towards the right, and then back in towards the bottom. Now from the bottom, I'm just going to curve the mouth going out and back up towards that center line. Let's start with the left side, and go up and out. Bend this around and then in towards the top. Do the same thing on the right, going up and out, and then bend that back in. Let's add a bracket on the top corners of the mouth. And then from the corner of the mouth, we're going to step up, curve around the cheek, come down towards the middle, and then in. Let's go on top of the right side, going all the way around, and then bend that in towards a point. Now we're going to connect the ends of the cheek with a curve. We're going to go up above the eyes and then bring that back down on the right. Now I want to tilt the hat down on the right side. So we're going to start from the top left side of the head, bend this down just up above the eyes and then out towards the right. Let's flatten this off with an angled line on both sides and draw another curve going across. Now we're going to flop the hat coming down on the right. So from the top corner, step in, bend this up and over towards the right, come down and out, and then bend this back down towards the side. Now along the bottom of this line, we're going to sketch an oval going all the way around. Let's work our way back up towards the hat. We're just going to taper this up and in, bend this up towards the inside. From the top right corner, step in, bend this up underneath. Now from here, we're going to work our way down the body. Let's start with the collar, starting underneath the chin on the left side, bend this down and then up. From the outside, just underneath the cheeks, curve this around and in on both sides. Bend this in and then down towards the bottom. And we'll round out the bottom with a curve. Now I want to bend the body out towards the right. So we're going to start on the left side of the collar, bend this down, and then across, go underneath the right side and do the same thing, draw that same curve. Now just underneath the collar, we're going to step down and draw a straight line going across. From the outside of that line, I'm just going to bend the body, going out and then back in. Now we're going to go back up to the top and bend the arms in towards the hip. Let's start from the top of the body, angle this down and out on both sides. Now from the elbow, it's going to sketch out a small circle. From the center of the elbow, let's bend this down and then in towards the side of the body. Then again, sketching out another small circle. Now I want to add the basic shape of the hands, just bending out towards the side. Starting from the inside of the circle, bend this down and then out, and then taper that back up toward the outside of that circle, and do the same thing on the right, going out and then pull that back in. Now I want to thicken up the arms along the top and the bottom. Starting from the top of the circle, draw that same angle line coming up, and then across the bottom. Let's add some thickness to the forearm, starting from the bottom of that circle, and then the top. Now I want to sketch an oval going around the wrist, going all the way around and through the arm, going the opposite direction on the right side. Now with our rough sketch in place, we're going to go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. Now I'm going to use a rough sketch as a guide to add some more detail and refine the shape. Now let's start with the bottom edge of the hat. We're going to add a series of curves going around. So we start at the top and in the middle, going up and then down. And it's going to work our way around the side of the hat. Just adding these little curves, and we can vary the size, going larger and then smaller. Just going to add a little bit more shape to the hat, just taking out that sharp point along the top. And coming down towards the bottom. I'm just going to add a fold along the bottom here and come out. Now I'm just going to add some curves along the bottom of that ball. Just going out and then back up. Working our way around the right side and back in towards the top. I'm just going to add some more shape to the brow. Going around the eye and then up. Go underneath the hat. I'm just going to add some points along the top of the brow. Now inside that oval, we're going to add some more shape to the nose, going around the nostrils, towards the bottom. We'll just work our way around the mouth. Just going to add some fur across the cheeks, bending these around the side and then back in. Now I'm just going to add those curves across the collar, starting from the top, and then we'll just work our way around the outside, starting from the left, and then up towards the right. And now we're going to add some more shape to the arms, adding a bend across the top towards the elbow. We're just going to add some folds along the inside and across the side of the body. Wrap that cuff around the wrist, these little curls going around. And now we're going to separate the fingers, starting from the inside of the hand, and the fingers going up, and then work our way around the inside. It's going to add a fold across the side of the body. Now I want to go back and just clean up our drawing one final time before we add some more detail and shading. And now we're going to go back and just refine the shape of our sketch. Just darkening up the contrast. We can also modify the shape if we need to. I'm going to go back and just darken up the inside of the eyebrows. And also darken up the inside of the pupils. Now I'm just going to add a light shadow along the bottom edge of the hat brim. So darkening this up and fading that up towards the top. Just fade this up along the sides. Also, the hat's going to cast a shadow along the top of the head. So just going to darken this up, and again, just fading that down. Let's add a shadow on the right side of the hat, and then fade that up. We're also going to add a shadow on the bottom of the head. And darken up the inside of the neck. Now, as we get closer to the end, I'm just gonna add a little bit more detail and darken up our contrast, and always be sure to sign our artwork. And that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of the Grinch. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single week. I wanna thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon. For just $1 a month, you'll gain instant access to exclusive members-only drawing tutorials, virtual art camps, and much, much more. Join our thriving community of passionate artists just like you, and let your creativity soar. So just click that link in the description, and I'll see you in the club.